Live and direct from Disruption Network Studios, it is Local Music Monday. What up, everybody? Thanks for joining along. You can follow along on Twitch. You can follow along on YouTube. You can follow along on Facebook. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that social media lingo that you guys are doing out there in the internets. Shout out to the sponsors. If not for the sponsors, this podcast isn't possible. I got to give a big shout out to Chillin' with the Rick. We've been helping each other out, promoting each other's shows and whatnot. So check out Chillin' with the Rick. You can find him on YouTube. You can find them all over on social media. And thank you, Rick. And I'm sure you're going on a show soon, right?
June, I think.
It's June?
I think it's June.
Yeah. I'm going. I think June too. We should go together.
We should do it.
I don't know what my schedule is tomorrow, let alone what's going on in June.
Man.
So thank you to Chillin' with the Rick. Also, shout out to EJA Moving Service, the professional movers. When you're ready to move and relocate, hit up Eddie and his staff at 315-335-0516. Tell him Uncle Z sent you. He might or might not get you a discount. I don't know. Who knows? You never know with those guys over there, but they're a reputable service, man. Let them do all the work for you when it comes to moving and relocating and doing whatever. If you're picking up your business or moving a studio or whatever, Eddie's the man. He's a logistical man. He's got it going on, that's for sure. Shout out to Joey's at 307. It's 307 Mohawk Street. If you want a great meal this week, give them a call today. Set up a reservation, 315-864-3527. Thank you to Utica Coffee, my attorney Dave Longaretta. If you need some legal advice, some legal assistance, give him a call at 315-735-6162. Thank you to Saranac. Thank you to Ballsy, ballwash.com. Use promo code members only for a 15% discount. Well, you got your arms in the air. Are you nut rubbing right now?
Of course, I always am, you know. I don't ever leave the house without nut rubbing.
Your nuts smell good today, huh?
Yeah, man.
I knew I smelled
Forest fresh.
I love it. I love it. And last but certainly not least, big show happening on Saturday. It's going on Saturday, February 18th at the Stanley Theater. Sophistafunk and friends. And we got Emanuel Washington in the house with us today, drummer from Sophistafunk. You can find him at the Frank White Experience as well. Also, Skunk City. Are you still doing Skunk City, E?
Oh yeah. Skunk City's still alive and well, man. A lot of those members we combined Skunk City and Frank White Experience. So, Skunk City and Frank White Experience are family. You know what I mean?
Man, I really love what you're doing these days because you're really busy, man. Not only you touring the country with Sophistafunk, but you're doing the Frank White Experience. You're also doing Skunk City. Man, how do you have time to yourself that you're so busy?
Oh man, I mean, being your own boss, you have a lot of time on the computer and working with the manager and booking agents to book gigs and stuff like that. But I kind of find time in the mornings and before I start getting to work, you know what I mean, to kind of meditate and get my mind right, to the grind,
You got to get that head right? Put it on straight. Some
for sure, what I mean?
Herbal delights, right?
yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? And then it's off to work.
Can you explain Frank White for everybody that's not familiar with the band?
So the Frank White Experience is a live tribute to the Notorious B.I.G. We take a bunch of his songs and we just perform them live. We have a front man who was from Rochester, New York, and so we combined Syracuse and Rochester. The Skunk City Boys are with me, and we played big. Skunk City was is an original band, and we started doing these tributes at Funk and Waffles, and so it was James Brown. We did the Beastie Boys. We did Michael Jackson. We did a tribute to Bob Marley. And I really wanted to get a tribute act that can go on the road. I seen the Nth Power do the Earth Fire tribute at Electric Four. It just changed my life. I was like, this is a new wave. And so got back to the Q's and brainstormed and realized that there really isn't any hip hop touring live band acts right now. And so I was like, who can we pay tribute to? Who could we do it in a way that's unique and no one takes. So I picked the Notorious B.I.G. and found a rapper, and I was like, yo, let's learn some songs. And the rest is history, man. We've been the backing band for Little Kim, and we tour and really really good friends with Little C's, who was Biggie's best friend and And so been a lot of work, man, and the work is paying off because we're meeting the right people, and we're touring. We did 4 or 5 gigs, Colorado with C's, and yeah, man, it's moving.
And you know what I really love about it too is you extend the songs too. It's not just you're not just sticking to the song. You actually expand on it a little bit, a little jamming going on, if you will.
Yeah, we like to do like intros and outros and other stuff in the mix of it too, so that way it's not just like the Biggie songs, but we're trying to translate it in a way that's music friendly. You know what I mean? That musicians can be like, oh, like that was hot. You know what I mean? But still give the real Biggie fans their fix on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so cool.
It is.
Yeah.
It's really cool what they're doing. They do a bunch of mashups, and it's a lot of fun. You got to check out the Frank White experience. Are you guys coming around? Are you guys going to be local anytime soon, or are you guys kind of just hitting the road, or what's future plans for you guys?
We're playing Albany in March. Just did a show this past weekend at Funk and Waffle. We did a 90s show, which was pretty awesome. We had a couple of homies, actually, Big Sexy, and a couple other people from the local music scene jump on stage with us and do some covers. So yeah, we're trying to find a place to play, and most of the time you got to catch us in either Syracuse, Rochester, or Ithaca. But and if you want to go a little bit further, you can go to Albany and we're trying to find some places in Utica. I've been talking to Jacoby, DJ Business, trying to get him to get us some shows out there. And so once when it's right, we'll make it happen.
Is Jacoby a full-time member of the band?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
DJ Business, we call him Uncle Biz in the band. Yeah, he's holding it down. Making he starts the party off and ends the party. It all starts and ends with him. So we're super excited to have DJ Business be a part of the White Experience family, man. And he's a light, dude. He's a pure light, dude. And I love that man. Like a brother. And I've only known him for a year and a half, man. But he brings a great element and an important element to what we're trying to do. You can't really do hip hop if you don't have that's where it kind of started, So, he brings that sound and that element to the band for sure.
I'm glad that all worked out. I remember about 5-6 years ago, he was like, just get me in a band. I want to get in a band. And we did the Disruption Network first year anniversary, and him and Joe Driscoll, who we'll talk about in a little bit later, but him and Joe got together, and what they were doing together was truly amazing, and that really sparked him up, going like, I got to get in a band. I need to get in a band. So this seems like a perfect fit for him.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. And how our relationship started is I do a DJ versus drum show at Funk and Waffles and at Al's Whiskey, and so he is my DJ that I do it with, and so me and him play. You gotta see it if you haven't seen it, but he plays cuts and I just go crazy on him, and going back and forth, and he's stopping stuff, I'm stopping stuff, so it's really unique to see, and so that's how the relationship started with him and I doing a DJ versus drums. And once I got the Biggie band rolling, I was like, yo, I need a DJ, I need a solid DJ. He's like, yo, I'm there.
Perfect fit.
For sure.
Perfect fit.
Yeah, man.
He brings the party, bro.
Oh, yeah.
He brings the party. He mentioned Big Sexy earlier, not to get confused with Sean Smith.
Right, exactly.
Okay, there's two of them.
It's amazing to me that there's two Big Sexies in the music industry in Utica and in Syracuse.
In the 315.
Yeah,
there's two Big Sexies. That's crazy to me.
Yeah. If you haven't heard of my boy's music, Big, check him out on Spotify. Check him out on Apple Music, all the platforms, man. He is a talented artist, man, and he hasn't even dropped. He dropped a couple stuff yet, but he hasn't really dropped them hitters yet, and so I'm really proud of him and the direction he's going. And so if you haven't checked him out, if you don't know about him, check out Big Sexy. Yeah, we're gonna be doing some live shows with him soon too.
I love it.
Awesome.
I love it. That's why I'm trying to get Sean to drop his moniker.
Yeah, oh yeah.
There's already a big sexy. Nah. But anyhow, hey, E, you know, we've known each other for such a long time. We go back almost 20 years now.
Oh, wow.
And almost it's
Yeah,
gonna be soon. But you know, there's some things I don't know about you, and I want to know a couple things. Like, who are some of your early influences when you got your come up and stuff? Like, who's your drumming influences?
Man, so I listened to a lot of church music growing up, and so you a lot of local drummers in my town that I was listening to. Philip Dean, he's from North Carolina. He taught me how to play. You know, my dad was a drummer. But if you like industry drum growing up, you know, Gerald Haywood was a big influence of mine. And yeah, like so and then I was branching out from drummers, and gospel. I was listening to a lot of rock music, so like Lars from Metallica. I don't know the drummer from Rage Against the Machine. Like, I love how those dudes just kind of hold it down, you know, like really pocket drummer. So I kind of emulate my style of playing, like guys in Questlove and Chris Daddy Dave from D'Angelo. So I'm a pocket drummer, and so I gravitate more to like guys who fit in that groove and just hold that shit down, you know.
Yeah.
I was always curious about that because you have such a unique unique style, and you're always smiling too. I should say that you're one of the most smiling drummers I've ever seen in my life. You're up there. That's how you know you're having a good time when you see the pearly whites out and those cheeks are raised up and shit. I'm like, he's having a good time tonight.
Oh yeah, yeah, man. I'm passionate, man. This is my passion, and
yeah, you are.
I'm
definitely
blessed, man. God gave me a gift, and so I get a chance to use my gift. It makes me happy, and so that's my happy spot. You know, no matter what's going on in the world and on my world around, once I get on the drums, like, ain't no way I'm not smiling or having a good time. You know, so
For sure.
I love it. That's how you know he's in the groove right there.
Yeah. I have so much love for pocket drummers.
yeah.
I can't even explain it. I can't even explain it, dude. It's like people are so interested in like the flash, you know, when they watch drummers. It's all about, I mean, I've heard people who don't know music and they're just like, I love that drummer because of all this, you know what I mean? But to me, it's the guys in the pocket that are just laying it down, and because that's what makes people feel and dance, you know, and groove is that pocket, you know. And then if the drummer's in the pocket, then the rest of the band's in the pocket, and everything works.
Facts.
For sure, man. And so that's in my early time of playing music and learning how to play, like all the OGs were kind of explaining that to me. And I'm growing up in a generation where Tony Royster is 9 years old and he's just blazing the streets, you know what I mean? So everyone wants to, you know, be like Tony Royster, you know. So I found my niche, man. I found my groove, and you know, Questlove is like a huge influence, man. I've seen him play Easy Unplugged on MTV, and it just changed my whole life, bro. Like, he is so in the pocket, and the whole band is in the pocket. They pretty much sleep, so they're so in the pocket, you know, on that show. So, you know, I love him. I love building a foundation and laying down a foundation for other people to kind of do their thing on, you know.
Yeah, man, that's so cool.
It's all about shaking the butts.
Questlove, I swear, could just do.
Oh,
he
yeah.
could do entire nights with just hi-hat, bass drum, snare drum, maybe a crash if he need. I mean, you take the crash away, you could probably still do it and get some, you know, nice stuff like fills and stuff from the hi-hat and everything like that. But you know, I mean, everything else is just sprinkled on the top. You know, I dig it.
Have you ever met Questlove?
Never met Questlove. I hope I get the chance to sit down at brunch with him one day and just pick his brain. You know, at the most, the big picture, be able to be a percussionist for him or set or something, you know. But I haven't met Questlove. I met Chris Daddy Dave, and I met the drummer from Rage Against the Machine at a show in San Francisco. He came to one of our shows. It blew me away. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
I'm glad.
So you know, I met him. And
I'm glad
sorry,
you
go ahead.
brought that. I'm glad you brought that up because Sophistafunk has been hitting the road hard for the last, I don't know, dozen years or so, and you guys had some amazing, monumental things happen to you guys. Getting tied in with Guy Fieri and doing this game show night and. And I had Jack on the show last week, and we were talking about game show night and some of the epic things that happened playing with Bret Michaels and Penn and Teller and Jay and Silent Bob. What are some of your memorable moments from the game show night?
I mean, just seeing a guy really work, like if you are an inspiring anything and you work hard and you work long hours and you looking for some inspiration, man, like that guy is that guy, bro. He's and so just to see him like go in and know every little thing that he wants and get it and how he builds his team up and it's really seeing the behind the scenes, like the production side of it was my favorite part of it. Meeting the celebrities and stuff was cool, but actually like being a part of something like that was like a dream come true for sure.
Nice. How you would do a couple tapings in a day, right? You could kind of all cram it all in, a couple shows in a day.
Yeah, we tape 2 episodes a day for 5 days. Yeah, and so that those dudes go hard, man. That's a hard gig, being ready to play on cue. You know what I mean? It's like it's a hard gig and it was tough, but we made it through it.
I need to hear when they did a reggae version of Every Rose Has Its Thorn with Bret Michaels. I need to hear that.
Oh, yes.
There's got to be a taping of that somewhere.
Dude, Bret Michaels is a sweetheart.
He
I
really
love
is.
that dude.
He's a great man.
I love that dude. I met him. Gary Spears introduced me to him, and because Gary's friends with his guitar player, so we all went backstage at the casino, and he's talking to the guitar player, and I'm talking to Bret. About 45 minutes later, the security guard comes in from Turning Stone and goes, "Guys, I'm sorry, but we got to break this up. There's a line out to the casino floor, people waiting to meet Bret, and here we are just shooting the shit with him." But he was such a sweeteheart, man. Oh my God.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's so that funny story because in the show business, everything is kind of like, last minute they're throwing stuff at us. We're trying to figure out what song we were going to play to, to sit in with us. And I was totally against it, bro. I was like, every rose have its thorn. Like, nah, But it worked out, bro. It was dope. It was dope. Loved it. He loved this. He's another one. He's a really sweet human being, man. Genuine, humble. Was shaking hands and just like chilling with us and just being
Yeah, he is. I've had a couple opportunities to work with him, and just all. I can
tell you, but he genuinely feels blessed to be where he is.
Exactly. We're throwing the football around. And stuff. He's just like a normal dude. He really is. It's just like everybody's just a normal person.
Yeah.
But Bret just really appreciates where he came from, and his come up is. He came from nothing too.
Exactly.
Came from absolutely nothing, and now he's he's been a rock star for 35, 40 years now. So. Good stuff, man. Yeah, you guys, man. What a ride though Sophistafunk has been on in the last 20 years, man. It's been truly amazing to watch you guys. I mean, from playing Little Funk and Waffles now to playing the Stanley Theater coming up this Saturday, and it's truly amazing to watch you guys grow and. Man, the journey's been impeccable. Some of these startup bands that are just coming up, what kind of advice would you give to them?
Lock in, man. Lock in with your homies. First of all, like lock in with everybody and everyone get the vision right. A team is based off the big picture, and get that, buy into it. You can succeed. But after you lock in, then you gotta practice, man. And you gotta really practice and hone in on your skills and get better every day. When you're not playing shows, you gotta just be around in a room together and playing, and that's the advice, man. Just stay consistent, and go after it, follow your dreams and don't let no one stop you, and believe in yourself, believe in your homies and people that you're around. And that's my story, just locking in with my 2 best friends and We had this crazy dream in Funk and Waffles, eating, Adam giving us cups of ice cream and we just, smoking herb and chilling, and, coming up with the vision. And then once we had the vision, we locked in together and took it on the road, and just by pure hard work, like luck is one thing, you take some luck, but, that meeting guy wasn't like he came up to us, we like, they was filming the TV show at Funk and Waffles, and Jack and I ran down there like with a shit ton of just to say what's up to him. You know what I mean? And that's how that relationship started. So just be risky, bro, and be consistent and persistent. Lock in.
Jack and Adam you guys are very motivated, and the three of you together, you could just feel not only the brotherhood amongst the three of you, but you could just feel the drive amongst the three of you as well. I mean, Adam owning Funk and Waffles for however long, and Jack's just out there doing his thing always, and you're playing in a bunch of different bands. You just feel the drive that you guys all consume together, and that's why Sophistafunk is where you guys are at right now, is because of your motivation and your drive.
Right.
For sure, man. It takes a lot of heart and to get in the van and tour for 280 days. It takes a lot, to sleep on floors, 3 or 4 nights a week. It takes a lot to be away from your loved ones. So game is not meant for the faint of heart. But when you have a good team behind you, you have a good network behind you and good fan base behind you, you're unstoppable.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's what Sophistafunk is right now. Like, we're not like the typical jam band, and so we don't get these like jam days and stuff like that, and we're not always on the scene, whatever. But you better believe we have a hardcore following and we have our own niche. Do our thing. So
yeah, for sure,
it's amazing.
We've got to talk about Saturday night, because Saturday night's going to be off the charts, and Jack has gone above and beyond putting a lineup together. What happened, we had this original idea and it kind of fell short on the original idea, so like I had to scramble a little bit and try to put something together, and I'm like, maybe we should do like the Sophistafunk and Friends, like kind of brainstorming back and forth. And he's like, I got the crew, I got an idea. So he just started reaching out to people left and right, and people are really have taken to it. So a few names I want to throw at you, and I just want to get some of your thoughts on when I throw out a name. So talk about Mike Ganser a little bit from Aqueous. The guy is a guitar hero. Is he or is he not? I mean, that dude is just a shredder, right?
Oh my God, Mike Ganser, bro. He is on fire, dog. I don't really have words to how to explain like how electrifying his fucking playing, how strong, he comes, and he's a head, so he locks in, man, and we have a lot of fun on stage, man. He plays ass off, and it's good to see him playing something other than like the jam, you know what I mean? Like he stretches with us. It's hip hop, just hip hop meets vibe, and then, man, it's something beautiful, dog. It's amazing.
Yes. Sam Kinninger. That's my dude for so many years. And what Sam has done in the music world has been truly amazing. Give me some of your thoughts on our dude, Sam.
The mother effing GOAT, bro. He's a GOAT.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I met Sam. I seen Sam play at Sterling Stage up here in Syracuse or Oswego. And just met him do that, and he was just blazing, bro, just always welcoming, and he's just funky, bro, like funk all over him, you know what I mean? Like, and so it's an honor and a privilege to be playing with someone like Sam Kinninger because of the history he had, like starting, being a part of Soul Live, having the respect in that world where he can walk into any room with his axe and he's getting on stage, like you know what I mean? So Sam is the GOAT, man. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to Sam. Thank you for coming out. You can't get Sam to leave the family, so big shout out to Sam for for showing love to us and playing with us tonight.
For sure. When he was up on stage with you guys at the 11 Amp series last summer, and just he put it over the top. That was such a party when he was playing with you guys last year. It's good stuff. Another goat we got to talk about.
Got to bring it when you got Sam Kinnister.
For sure. Another goat we got to talk about too is Melissa Gardner, right?
Oh my God, Melissa Gardner, bro. She another goat, man. Another standout player who's doing it and consistently getting better and doing new shit all the time. And like she's just an inspiration. So I met her 5 or 6, maybe longer, some odd years ago. And we just always been homies, man. But just to see her grind and see where she's family, and always making moves, man. It's a truly honor to be a part of it, got going on. And she calls me every once in a while. I just did a show with her in Syracuse. Me, her, and Daquan Bowens. We played a trio gig, and she just blazing, man. She blazes, dude. She blazes.
And you should check out some of her stuff when she played with Volkpack and a bunch of others. Her accolades are huge. I'm really excited to see. This will be the first time for me to see you play with another percussion player. I've never seen you play with another percussion player, but we're bringing Lowell down from the North Country, if you will, and that's Lowell Worcester, who you would know him from Lucid and stuff. Have you played with Lowell before in this type of setting?
Oh yeah. Every time we're in the North Country and we're around each other, we're always like, yo, come on and rock with us. He dropped this verse on one of our songs called No More War, and so we started the No More War challenge, and so he was a bit of that. And so whenever we're around and we're together, it's all love. Come on stage and drop that percussion on it.
That's what I love about Sophistafunk. You're an open door for many musicians. If they're in the house, chances are you're going to be able to get up and jam out with you guys.
Cool.
Yeah, man. That the way of the instrumentation, is so much space. Like Adam is holding the bass down, giving you the color of the melody with the other keyboard. I'm just holding the pocket down, and it's so much room to just get up and drop a 16. If you want to rap, or if you sing or play, it's so much room. So I think that's really unique about our band is like the space that we create, when we're playing, and the sound,
Just give me some space. It was in there. I had to throw that pun in there. Another one too, man. I'm excited to see TJ from the Comb Down come jam with you guys. That should be cool.
One of my best friends in the industry, bro. TJ. We played. We went on tour in Paris. We did a European tour with Jason from the Analog Sons from JBB.
Mm-hmm.
He has a group called Dubstyle, and so we went out there and did a tour. And me and TJ became really, really good, and always stayed in contact over the years. And every time we were around, just like Lord, man, every time we were around, and he has his axe, his horn. Let's go, and so it's excited to have him, Sam, Melissa, and my brother Tommy Weeks on as the horn section. He fucking fire. Excuse my language, but it's gonna be fucking fire.
You're good.
Yeah, you can swear all you want, man. I prefer it sometimes. You got like a whole orchestra ensemble coming in on Saturday night at the Stanley.
I'm so mad I can't be there.
You got a gig, don't you?
Of course I do.
You're always playing, man. You're a working man. But opening, you talked about doing a European tour and you're out in Paris or whatever, but I know you had done a European tour with our man Joe Driscoll. And Joe Driscoll's going to come in and open up the night, man. Talk about Joe, man. I know you guys have been brothers for so long, man.
Joe is my brother, man, and I've known Joe a long time. And he's a homie and shows love the Syracuse way, man, and brought us out on my first tour overseas, and that just was a dream of mine, to play music overseas. He just hooked us up, man, and showed us the ropes, and we got us gotta show the spots to get the herb, and show the spot to get the mash. So yeah, man, Joe's a man. Like, and I respect his hustle, dude. Like, just being, one of those dudes who's going after somebody that you can look up to. Like, and he's been going at it for 20 plus.
Mm-hmm.
All different angles of it, and just a homie, man. He's always looking out for us, no matter what we're doing, no matter what he's doing. He's just looking out. So that's the vibe.
Man, what a lineup, though. This is going to be such a fun night. It's going on Saturday at the Stanley Theater. You could go and visit their website, thestanley.org, for ticket information, or drop into the Stanley box office and go and save a couple bucks off the ticket fees, the Ticketmaster fees, if you will. And it's going to be a great night, man. We've got quite the ensemble lined up for Sophistafunk and Friends. Again, it's Saturday, February 18th at the Stanley. So come on down, come hang out with us. We're putting the whole party on stage. We're putting the whole party on.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to put a couple hundred people up on stage because it's so good. Justin, you've been there. You played that stage before.
Sure.
It's so big.
It's huge.
We've had weddings and a bunch of stuff in there. So it's going to be a great time, man. And hopefully, and we've been talking about this, and I don't mean to relinquish any secrets, but this might be the blueprint of getting more like locals,
regional shows,
in there,
Which is great.
and try to fill up that stage a little bit.
Yep.
It's a great room, man, and we're gonna have a good old time. And I get to hang with my boys, and man, we've been running together for a long time, and it's always been nothing but love every time we get together, man. So, I'm looking forward to that.
No doubt, man. For having us. Thank you for giving us a call, man. Shout out to everybody in Utica. Shout out to all the sponsors. Shout out to all the musicians that's gonna pull up. It's the weather's breaking. Let's party the into this winter out with a bang. You know what I mean? Let's do it.
Hey, bro, this is called false spring right now. We're gonna have the third winter coming up in March. So don't get too excited. Don't get too excited. It's kidding. Still upstate New York. It could snow in June. You never know.
That's a fact.
Hey, before we bounce out of here, give me some dates that you guys are playing. Give me some dates for Frank White and of course the Sophistafunk show going on Saturday. But if you got some dates handy, promote yourself. Tell people where they can find you on social media and all that.
You can go check us out on the Frank White experience, or frankwhiteexp.com. That's where all of our videos, and you can get some tickets and stuff like that. But we just played a big 2 weeks off, and we're gonna start kicking it back up. We do we got oh man, I'm bad at dates. Go to frankwhiteexp.com and for the dates, man. We're gonna be in, I'll find this Albany. We're gonna be in Lark Hall in Albany in a couple of weeks, so you can go check it out on the website and find a date on that one. I'm really bad on dates. I'm sorry, my brain is fried, but
that's all good. That's all good.
Yeah, the Frank White EXP on Instagram as well. The Frank White Experience on Facebook. We post all of our dates and stuff like that on there. Make sure you check us out. Come hang out if you love B.I.G. If you love hip hop, we do Snoop Dogg, we do Mary J. Blige, we do Lil' Kim, Mobb Deep, we do. We can do anything. So if you know anybody got a party or private party or wedding, the stage you want to have some hip hop on, let us know. You know what I mean? We'll pull up.
Love it.
I love what you're doing. Any future plans with Skunk City? And any upcoming dates for that?
Oh yeah. No, with Skunk City we're so involved in the Frank White experience.
Yeah.
We're just kind of like taking a back burner on making music. The Skunk City clothing line is going to drop soon, so make sure you be on the lookout for that. Skunk City Clothing Co. on Instagram. We're going to do some that coming up in the spring, and we'll keep it rocking.
I love it, bro. Justin, where are you playing this week?
Oh boy. Okay, Thursday I'm playing at the Mohawk American Legion again. That place was awesome. I had a blast there. Yeah, that was great. Friday, the Showtime Trio at Fratello's. Saturday at Turquoise Tiger Turning Stone. Sunday, solo at Station 233, and Monday with Poor Tim at Fratello's.
Nice. You're busy. I love it, brother.
Love it.
I love it.
This is the busiest February I've ever had in my entire life.
That's good. Remember when there wasn't any gigs? Yes.
Yeah, not complaining at all.
Yes.
That's for sure.
No complaints at all, man. I'm glad to see everybody back and working and staying busy, so it's good. This is why we do this podcast. So, a couple things too. Hopefully, we advance into the Sammys for the People's Choice Awards.
I'm hoping because it's being counted right now, right?
It's being counted right now. So hopefully we move on to the Final Four. And if we do, you go to the Syracuse Area Music Awards.com and vote for us in the event music series category.
Yeah, and it'll be Final Four, right?
Yeah, it'll be the Final Four. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, we gotta get that trophy, bro.
Nice.
I'll get that trophy.
Yeah. Yo, bring it home.
I want one for my house.
Yeah, exactly. And and also we got to give a shout out to our sponsors: EJA Moving Services, Joey's at 307 Utica Coffee, my attorney Dave Longaretta, Saranac Brewery, Ballsy.com, Chilling with the Rick, and of course, don't forget Saturday night at the Stanley Theater, Sophistafunk and Friends, featuring Mike Ganser, from Aqueous, Sam Kinninger, Joe Driscoll, Melissa Gardner, and Lowell from Lucid, a whole bunch of others, man. It's going to be a great old time. And I know there's going to be some MCs coming down, too, Jack was telling me. But he said that's going to be more of on a surprise level. And it just kind of, open the doors to the people. Yeah, just join the party, exactly. And if you want to join the party, go to thestanley.org for tickets or go to the box office or call 724-4000 for more information. I really appreciate you taking the time today. So much love for you, man, throughout so many years, man. So thanks for all the good times, and looking forward to continuing all the good times, especially Saturday night at the Stanley.
Yeah, definitely. Honored to meet you, bro.
See you guys Saturday night. It's a rage party.
Yeah, we're gonna rage.
Yeah, man. Same here. Just see you, man.
Yeah. All right, take care. You guys have yourself a good day. Later.
Peace.